breathing into your belly is the correct way to breathe. And I just wanted to explain a little bit about why and how. So as we go through life, we have things come up, traumas, emotions that we can't act on, kind of like that fight or flight response. And so our natural inclination is to kind of like tense up to protect ourselves. And so a lot of people will tense up certain parts of their body to protect themselves. And so today I wanted to talk about the belly. Often we will tense up our belly. It's like we're holding ourselves tight to keep our posture, to do what we're supposed to do, to fit in and be what we're supposed to be for society, our families, our culture, whatever it is, right? And so we kind of hold ourselves tight. And so there's a lot of tension through here. There's a lot of societal pressure to be fit. And so people will suck in their gut and hold it tight. And if you do that over a long time, you continue to have tension there. Now, this affects your breathing because we are born natural, good breathers. We're supposed to breathe in through our nose. The correct way to breathe is through our nose, and then it's supposed to come down into our belly, about 80% of it into our belly. And so our bellies should expand. So, sitting like this, our bellies should go out like that when we breathe. It should look like you're filling up a balloon of air or like you're pregnant. Like it should have some expansion in your belly when you take a breath. And you want to push that air down as low as it can go, but then also wide so it stretches your ribs, these lower ribs. And that's what they call a diaphragmatic breath because it's engaging that diaphragm. So when we breathe that way through into our belly, it actually stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the biggest, most important nerve for calming ourselves down. And so it's what kind of activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is like the calm, rest, and digest part of our nervous system rather than the fight or flight. So we want to activate that vagus nerve, and we do so by filling up our belly with air when we breathe. And so it moves that diaphragm, it stimulates the vagus nerve, and then we still do breathe into our chest, but only like 20% of the oxygen or the air that we breathe in goes into our chest. Because if you think about the way the lungs are shaped, they are small at the top, big at the bottom. So we want to be able to really fill up the bottom of our lungs. That's where the most oxygen switchover happens, where it gets turned from oxygen into carbon dioxide. And that's when we do the most detoxing and getting rid of the stuff we need to breathe out. So to be healthy, to feel good, to oxygenate our muscles and our organs, and to just thrive, we really do have to breathe down here so we can get all of that oxygen. So today I want you to take some time and just really practice breathing in through your belly, making sure there's expansion down there. And if it feels tight down there, then it means you've been holding tight because of maybe some traumas or just trying to be, I don't know the best way to word that, just be in a world that expects a lot out of you rather than being authentic to yourself. Okay, so do some belly breaths. See how much my hand moves? And just notice throughout your day if you're doing those belly breaths or not. And as you train your body and train your system to do more and more of those belly breaths, you really will heal yourself physically and mentally and emotionally. They have tied different mental health conditions to certain breath patterns, and that's one of them. People that don't breathe into their belly end up with a large percent of them end up with mental health issues, and you don't have to. It's so simple sometimes. Just breathe. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.